service lines are properly mounted and secured onto the feedings. My service line, my red line would be my emergency line, my black line would be my electrical line, and my blue line would be my service line. I like to mention my lines, my service lines are not crossed or tangled, and they're not touching any part of my tractor, catwalk, or trailer, and they have no cuts, no tears, no leaks, in good conditions. Then my electrical plug is properly mounted and secured. No corrosion inside the male connection, no missing parts, and is in the lock position. Then I got my fifth wheel. My fifth wheel, I like to start with my apron. My apron is properly welded and secured by manufacturer. No signs of damage to any visible portions of my apron, in good working conditions. Then I got no daylight in between my apron and my fifth wheel or my skid plate. My skid plate or fifth wheel is properly greased. My fifth wheel tilts freely. And my fifth wheel is properly mounted and secured onto my platform. Not missing any hardware, no illegal welds, and not broken or damaged, in good working condition. Then I got my air cylinder. My air cylinder is properly mounted and secured, not been broken or damaged, no audible leaks. And my air cylinder is the one that adjusts my fifth wheel back and forth, and it's also the one that locks it into place. Then I got my platform. My platform is properly mounted and secured onto my frame or chassis, not missing any bolts or parts, not been broken or damaged, no illegal welds, in good working conditions. My release arm is properly mounted and secured, not been broken or damaged, no illegal welds, and it's in the lock position. Then I got my safety pin with my cotter pin present. Then my kingpin is present, not been broken or damaged, no illegal welds, and is fully closed around the shank of my locking jaws. And then we continue with this shit now. Then I got my header board. My header board is properly mounted and secured and put together, not missing any screws or rivets, no signs of damage to visible portions, in good working condition. Then I got my marker lights at the top, proper color, not cracked or broken, in good working conditions. And the color, it's amber or orange. Then I got my sideboard. My sideboard is properly mounted and secured and put together, not missing any rivets or any screws. No signs of damage to visible portions of my sideboard, in good working conditions. DOT reflectors are present all around my trailer, 50%, proper color, in good working condition. Then I got my side skirt. My side skirt is properly mounted and secured, no damage, and it's in good working condition, not missing any screws or rivets. Then I got my landing gear. My landing gear is properly mounted and secured, not missing any bolts or parts, no illegal welds, not been broken or damaged, in good condition. I got my landing supports. My landing supports are properly mounted and secured, not missing any bolts or parts, not been broken or damaged, in good working condition, no illegal welds. I got my landing shoe. My landing shoe is properly mounted and secured, not missing any bolts or parts, properly greased, and it's fully raised above ground. And I got my tandem release. My tandem release is properly mounted and secured, not missing any bolts or parts, no illegal welds, in good working position, and it's in the stowaway position. Also, it has two positions, the high and the low. Then I got all my cross members are present, none are missing, not broken, not damaged, in good working conditions. Also, I noticed I have no damage to my trailer floors, and my trailer floors are in good conditions. Then, okay, I have my trailer frame. My trailer frame is properly welded and secured onto my cross members by manufacturer. My trailer frame is not bent, broken, or damaged, no illegal welds, in good working condition. Then I got my spring mounts. My spring mounts are properly welded and secured onto my trailer frame, not bent, broken, or damaged, in good working condition, no illegal welds, applies to both sides. Then I got my torsion bar. My torsion bar is properly welded and secured onto my spring mounts by manufacturer, not bent, broken, or damaged, in good working condition, no illegal welds. Then I got my Turk rod. My Turk rod is properly mounted and secured onto
this big one right here in the middle?
Yeah, Turk rod is this one. Turk rod. My Turk rod is properly mounted and secure, not missing any bolts or parts. Driver's side is adjustable. passenger side is solid. Then I got my spring leaves, or my leaf springs are properly mounted and secured, not shifted or out of place, not cracked or broken, in good working condition, no illegal welds. Then I got my my air tank. My air tank is properly mounted and secured, not missing any bolts or parts, not been broken or damaged, no audible leaks, in good working condition. Then I got my airline. My airlines are properly mounted and secured, no cuts, no frays, no audible leaks, in good working conditions. Then I got my double brake chambers. My double brake chambers are properly mounted and secured, no bends, no dents, no damage, no leaks, in good working condition, properly clamped. Applies to both sides. Then I got my rear axle. My rear axle is properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, no illegal welds, in good working condition. My slack adjuster is properly mounted and secured, not missing any bolts or parts, no more than 2 inches of free play at push rod when brakes released, no damage, no leaks, in good working conditions. Brake drums are properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, free of debris, grease, oil, snow, and any other type of liquid. Then I got my brake shoes. My brake shoes are properly mounted and secured onto my brake drums, should not be worn with no less than 1/4 of an inch of thickness. The inside of my rim, it's clean and clear, not cracked or broken, no illegal welds, and I have no space between tire and my rim. The inside of my tires, no cuts, no bubbles, no abrasions, and they're in good working condition. My dual tires are worn evenly. My dual tires can be recapped. Depth thread on my dual tires, 2/32 of an inch. My dual tires air pressure must be 80 to 100 psi depending on manufacturer. The way I would check my air pressure would be with the certified tire pressure gauge. Then I got no space in between my two rims, body to body. Proper spacing in between my dual tires, 4 inches apart. No objects in between my dual tires such as rocks, bottles, trash, and any other type of object. Then the side of my tires, no cuts, no bubbles, no slashes, no space between tire and rim. My rim is properly mounted and secured onto my tire, not been broken or damaged, no illegal welds, in good working condition. Valve stem is present, no damage, no audible leaks, proper spacing in between the rim and the valve stem, in good working condition. Then I got all of my lug nuts are present, no rust trails or shiny threads that would indicate they're loose, in good working condition. My outer hub seal, properly mounted and secured. Not missing any screws or parts, proper fluid level, no leaks, in good working condition. My side splash guard properly mounted and secured onto my side skirt, not missing any screws or parts, proper spacing in between my dual tires and my splash guard, in good working condition. I got my guide light. My guide light is properly mounted and secured, proper color, not cracked or broken, in good condition, and my guide light indicates the end of my trailer. My mud flap properly mounted and secured, not missing any bolts or parts, in good conditions. Proper spacing in between dual tires and my mud flap. Also proper spacing in between the floor and the mud flap, in good working conditions. Then I got the rear of my trailer. I'm gonna start with my marker lights at the top. 3 marker lights at the top indicate it's a commercial vehicle, proper color, not cracked or broken, in good working conditions. My retractable door is properly mounted and secured, not missing any rivets, no signs of damage to visible portions of my retractable door, in good working condition. My retractable wires are both present, no tears, no cuts, and my cotter pin is present also. And I got my door latch. My door latch is properly mounted and secure, not missing any screws or parts, no damage, in good working condition. Then I got my door handle. My door handle is properly mounted and secure, not missing any screws or parts, not cracked or broken, in good working condition. My door strap, properly mounted and secure, not cut, no tears, in good conditions. Then I got my rear lights are properly mounted and secure, proper color, red, multiple functions, turn signal, 4-way flashers, stop, and marker light, and they're not cracked or broken, in good condition. I got my DOT bumper is properly welded and secured by manufacturer, not been broken or damaged, in good condition, no illegal welds, and DOT reflectors are also present all throughout my trailer. See?